Welcome to the Earthborne Games podcast. I'm your host, Anders Carlson. We've got a slim crew today. Evan Simonette, visual design director at Earthborne Games. Hey.
I wouldn't say I personally am slim, but yes, it's a slim crew.
And the slimmest of all, Andrew Navarro.
I am relatively slim. I'm happy to be here. Anders, it's great to see you.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's been like a month. I miss an episode, and then it's like, so much time. We do it every other week, so it's like so much time goes by.
I know. It's true. You were away at PAX? No.
Yeah.
That's not why you
were missed
before
that? Yeah, I was just busy. Yeah, I was single parenting that week, so I had a lot of driving around to do.
Oh, that's right. You said you had to drive everywhere.
Yep.
And we're missing a couple people. We'll see them hopefully next time. Maxine and Andrew.
Yeah, and I think that will be our next episode will be our last episode before the holiday break. So it might be a little bit after that until we're back.
Our annual holiday break.
Yep. And we'll be back. We'll be on the road, the short road to episode 100.
Holy shit. That's like 6 months away, though. I calculated it.
No, not really. I guess if we keep doing like these like 0.5 episodes, then,
yes.
then it'll take long. We're actually pretty close to episode 100 already because we've done a lot of these tiny little episodes.
Oh, well, this is episode 89.5.
89.5. Yeah. The current, this
was going to say. Local radio station. Wait,
is there any way we can do a 93.7 when we get there? Or does that have to be 93.5?
Yeah. Those to be all like butt rock and
93X.
Corn, new metal.
Well, it used to be alt rock.
Yeah, the Edge.
The Edge, yeah.
When
that
was
my
that?
jam.
In like 90s and
early 90s, I'd say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
By the time I got here, it was just 93X.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Edge was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, what was it? Who would it have on there? Beck, Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's like grunge, where they're playing grunge too, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, so we got 10 more episodes till 100. That's like 5 months then? Am I not doing the math right?
Yeah, it's about that. I yes, right? Because two a month, so about 5 months.
It's gonna fly right by.
It will.
I know. I mean, we're coming up on like 4 years?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know. We're gonna I think we're gonna have to do like a
retrospective.
A clip show.
Yeah.
I have been thinking about that, like going back to previous episodes and like finding just little bits and just pulling those out and posting them as their own things.
That kind of like tell the story.
There. Yeah, or just, like when you've done little topics, just pull those little bits out. They're like 10, 20-minute sections, maybe edit them, put some stuff together. These are just things I imagine. I'm never going to do that.
I think
but if someone were to do that, that'd be very cool.
Doesn't your son work for us now doing stuff like that?
He was doing that, but, he fell off and got busy doing something else. I didn't want to harass him to do work for us, so.
Want to do something fun.
Maybe. Well, he's still doing his streaming. Like he just finished 1 year. He's completed his 1 year anniversary of live streaming. Yeah, Little Old Red. Yeah,
Little Old Red.
Yeah, he's playing for the anniversary. He's playing Red Dead Redemption, which I thought was fun.
Is that why it's called Little Old Red? Does he love that? game?
No. But he debuted last year on Black Friday. So I was like, you should call it Red Friday. He's like, that's great. So he did Red Friday again, and then we were talking about what he should do. And I was like, well, what if you play a game with red in the title?
Mm-hmm.
And then the first one that come to mind was Red Dead Redemption. So
right, Red,
not Red Alert, Command and Conquer 2.
No, it's maybe that should. I was never much of a Command and Conquer person. I don't know about you.
Oh, I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I think we should build a like a sitcom set where we all kind of filter in, and we're looking through like a scrapbook, remembering
like a variety show, really self-indulgent.
Like that episode, that episode that you always would hate when you recognize that it was coming on.
Yeah.
Of your, oh no, it's going to be a flashback episode.
You got to do at least one of those a year so you can save on the budget.
Yeah, we should do that. Save a few bucks.
Right.
Actually, it'd
probably cost more.
Way more.
Our special guest could be Darren. We could fly him out.
Oh, Darren the Dependable?
Yeah. That's not a bad, not flying Darren out, but I think maybe doing some kind of something special like that on the 100th, where maybe we pull in people who've been with us for many, many years and see if they have anything interesting to say.
Right. They could send us clips, audio.
Play the theme song live.
Oh, that'd be cool. We could have
a little band.
Yeah.
Little
you guys could learn the Earthborne Rangers soundtrack and then play that.
Oh, yeah.
Like the rock version. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. That would just take us a few years. Yeah, so many good ideas. Maybe AI could do it all.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Solve all of our problems. They could just do the podcast for us. There's enough data there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
For sure.
89 episodes-ish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah. Luckily, well, I don't want to give the AI any ideas. I'm sure it's listening to us right now. Half of our audience is AI.
Comment below.
That's not true. That's not true. That's impossible.
Bunch of bots. I was trying to segue into talking about AI again, but I don't want to. We were talking about AI for a few minutes before the show, and it was a good talk.
I think we get together. The art team, we all get together every Friday. We've been doing that for the past few months, and I would say maybe 9 out of 10, 90% of the time, I think we probably talk about AI at some point during that meeting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if Corey's there, then also RuneScape.
Yep.
Have any game studios or anything been caught using AI for backgrounds and stuff or anything like that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Definitely. Yeah. But I don't it's gotten so good these days. I don't even know if it'd be really self-evident. Unless you're really lazy about it, and you're just doing the very basic glossy sheen look of characters that they do. It almost has all of that same kind of doll-like face.
Yeah, why it all looks that way. I was thinking that certain styles, like Rob Lasky, that's done work for the game. His work is so labor intensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yet it seems that AI, that's the style that AI emulates.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Kind of, that very almost ultra realistic.
the work that he does, his fully rendered stuff.
Yeah, it almost looks like what AI does. And I'm like, oh, great. So the people that put the most effort into their work, that's the style that is being copied by AI the most, it seems.
Yeah. I've never met Rob in person. I assume he's a real human being. Evan, you guys know him, right? You know him personally,
he's
so
real.
He does exist.
Yeah.
Have you actually never met him?
I have not met Rob.
Oh, okay.
No.
He's tall.
Oh, he is also tall?
Not as tall as me, maybe, but...
Okay.
And he does great Halloween costumes. Does he still do that, Evan?
I have no idea. I mean, I haven't seen... Well, maybe he's no longer a real person, because I haven't seen him in person in a while. The last time I saw him, I accidentally... For a while, I was calling him accidentally, because my brother-in-law's is Rob, and I had 2 Rob entries in my phone book, and I would just call Rob Lasky by accident. And then finally I said, we should just get together and hang out.
Did you act like it was intentional every time too? Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know if I could pull that off.
Oh yeah.
I just came clean right away, but that would be pretty funny if I just tried to improv.
Just checking in.
Hey man, how's it going?
We don't do that, these guys.
Mm-mm.
No one does that anymore.
Have you seen these? Have you seen this viral thing where men will call their friend, their best buddy, at night just to say good night?
Yeah, I haven't.
Hey man, just calling to say good night.
I love that.
Nobody believes it. What? What are you doing?
What's wrong?
Stop this. This is uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fun.
Tight. It is fun. So expect a call tonight, you guys.
Okay.
I would love to do it without the camera on. Just do it. Just do it for myself.
Yeah. I'm here, man.
Why not?
You got my number. Hit me up. You can say goodnight to me.
Okay.
I won't turn you away.
Good night.
I will.
Erase this number. All right. We're going to do a 0.5 episode, so it should be a little shorter than usual, but double the fun because it's us.
That's right. It's concentrated. Concentrated fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the juice concentrate of podcasts.
So nostalgic.
No
juice
pulp,
concentrate. No pulp. Okay. I got to type that in somewhere. But we've got some good questions, and we're going to talk about stuff we're into. But first, why doesn't Andrew give us a little PAX recap?
I thought you were going to ask me why I didn't like aspens.
Oh! You answered that. Andrew, tell me.
This is an inside joke from the staff Discord. I love aspens. Aspens are beautiful.
Is that question removed? It's not in there.
No. It was a question that came into the info at box that Joe fielded. Someone was reading the world of. I'll tell everybody now. Someone was reading the world of Earthborne Rangers. We talk about some different trees and plant species in that book, but aspens are not mentioned. So he was like, "What? Why are there no aspens mentioned? They're all over the place." And then he was like, "Is there a reason for that?" And the answer is no, there is not. But know that just because it's not mentioned in the book does not mean that it is not in the setting. I don't think we talk about squirrels or chipmunks either, and I assume they're there also.
Why don't you talk about beavers?
We do have some beavers in the expansion.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like metal eating beavers.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they build dams out of metal?
Yep.
Pretty much.
They do.
Nice.
Yep. And then they chew on your gear.
Oh shit! Are they called beavers? Or are they called something else?
What are they called?
Yeah.
Sawtooth. Scavenging sawtooths.
Yeah, we always run into this problem because they go through name changes, and I get stuck with the old names in my head. Because that's when I start working on the pieces or working with artists.
Right.
It's when there's an old name and then it gets changed.
Are there any animals that are just regular in the world?
Just regular animals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's raccoons and
you just call
all
it
sorts
a
of birds and yeah, the sawtooths are like a subtly bioengineered thing, or maybe they evolved this way where they have like these super tough teeth and enjoy chewing on metal as opposed to wood. But they're just beavers.
They're just beavers.
Funky teeth.
Man, is this cohesive? I feel like we're just jumping all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's cohesive.
I think it's great.
It's a continuous conversation.
Okay.
The listeners just got to keep up. You asked me about PAX. Yes, I'm back from PAX. I will tell you all about PAX. PAX was a lot of fun. PAX Unplugged. We did a lot of things differently this year. But overall, it was, I think, a really awesome show, as always. I feel like I say the same thing after I come back from every show. It's just great. Being able to connect with people, connect with players, fans, new people, like almost overwhelmingly the people who come into our booth are people who've really never heard of us before and just want to hear about the game. So talked to a lot of people, giving them the pitch at the booth. We got a big fancy booth this year. So we were in a much bigger space. We were like in a 10 by 30. Last 2 years, we were in a 10 by 20. We also sprung for like a new booth structure. So it's instead of just these big kind of like pillowcase backdrops, where it's just like a frame and you put the fabric on top and they're just right next to each other, and that's really all it was. And we had a table with like a table skirt on it. That was it. This year, it was a whole thing that needed to be constructed of these light panels. So the whole thing was lit up, and we had a little closet where we kept our spare product. And then we also had like a nicer, fancier countertop table, which was very overpriced but looks nice. So we spent a lot of money on that. So hopefully we'll get a lot of use out of it in the years to come. And that turned out really great. Also, fewer of us went, so only Maxine, Fisher, Sean, Corey, and myself went to the show, and only Sean, Corey, and Maxine were there for the entire show. So Sean and Corey did most of the setup. They did all the teardown. Can you hear me coming? I feel like I'm coming through someone else's mic. I feel like I hear myself. Well, hopefully that won't catch. Hopefully Riverside will filter that out.
Yeah, it will. I don't hear it.
Okay, good. So that was different. We also hired demo staff this time around. So, we had the staff of Earthborne Games like working the desk and then talking to people as they come up to the booth. And then Corey was kind of managing the demo area where we were demoing Hub World Eidolon again. We had staff from this other company like working the demo tables for Earthborne Rangers and for the Hub World Eidolon area. And I think that worked out pretty well. I think next time, I think probably what I prefer to do is just bring everybody again. I don't think we really saved any money. I think the only benefit is, Evan and Rob and Joe got to continue working their normal jobs instead of coming to the convention. But honestly, I missed seeing them there. So I think the benefits of all doing the thing together, I think, outweigh like the week lost of work. So I don't know. How did you feel, Evan, being at home this time instead of being at the show?
Well, I enjoyed going to the show the last two times. I just really don't like flying, so
yeah,
I felt like I was getting away with, I was able to, I don't know,
not fly.
It felt like a freebie for me to not fly and go through all that hassle. But once that's done with, it's fun. It's good. So, and it was just like a normal week. It was quiet. And Rob and I tried to keep up the tradition of our Friday meetings. So we met that Friday, and so yeah, it felt pretty normal. And you were responding to things too while you were gone. So in a way, it didn't feel that much different.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I also only went for a portion of the show.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like I went I arrived on Thursday. The show was on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I left Saturday afternoon. Because before I realized that PAX was scheduled like several weeks earlier this year, like 2 to 3 weeks earlier than normal. I'd already committed to getting tickets to the Vikings-Packers game at Lambeau, and I was going to go see that, go see the Packers with Sam again. And so we did that. So I ended up leaving like the show floor around 4 p.m. on Saturday. So I missed the entire last day, which also felt a little weird. Like, obviously I had a great time at the football game with my son. It was awesome. But I think I would have, if it hadn't had that scheduling conflict, I think being there for the whole show would have been better. Because I really feel like it takes me through at least the second day to kind of like get my bearings when it comes to the pitch and talking about the game, which changes every single show I go to. Like there's different parts of it that I feel about the pitch that resonate or that come through in different ways each year. And I felt like I was just starting to get my groove on Saturday afternoon. And I was like, oh, I got to go. See ya. So that was a little weird. But it was really nice to be able to, because of having the demo staff there, to be able to walk around and have a little bit more freedom to explore the show a bit. Go talk to people without feeling like I was leaving leaving everyone in the lurch at the booth. So I don't know. I think maybe next time, maybe do a mix of the two. Maybe get some demo staff and then bring everybody. We'll see. We have a whole other year to wait until we get there. But it was great. Next year is going to be, I think, hopefully if everything goes to plan, we'll have our biggest fanfare, because hopefully we'll have Hub World Eidolon available at the show. That is our goal.
Let's do a live podcast taping there.
That would be cool too. Yeah, do you want to come? Would you be able to come for the weekend?
I've always wanted to go. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd have to plan.
We can make that happen.
Hell yeah.
It's definitely a unique experience if you're not immersed in the hobby industry.
If you're not,
yeah. I mean, if it's
like a new thing to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's very it's just there's a lot of stimuli.
Yes.
Sounds good.
A lot of close quarters too.
Wear a mask. So when you pitch the game, do you just people just come up and they're like, "What is this?"
Or I say, anyone? I say, "Can I answer any questions for you?" Or or like, "Have you heard of this before?" Essentially, a lot of times people just come up and say, "Hey, tell me about this game."
Yeah.
And I say, "How much do you know?" And I know nothing. I'm like, "All right." Then I go.
How often do people buy the game just off of that?
Saturday afternoon it was happening. That's where I was feeling like I was kind of in the pocket a bit, where I was like, "All right, it's landing."
Salesman.
Yep.
The best was when you're getting ready to give the pitch, and someone's like, I already know the game. I would just like to get the core set, please. And are there any of the dice left or something?
Right. I don't know the last time I would buy something without researching it for hours ahead of time.
Yeah. Well, I think
I would know.
Well, to that point, Anders, I was meeting with Sean yesterday, and he was telling me about a cool experience he had where someone who he had pitched the game to last year came back to the booth this year to buy the game. So he thought that was really cool. Yeah. I think that's really cool too.
I've been saving all year.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's like to your point, I think lots of times people go to the show and they know what they want to get. So they have a list, all right, stop here, and get my things. There are people who approach it in that way. And I think there are other people who are just going and checking stuff out. And there's so much to see.
Yeah.
Even if you like something, you'd be like, well, if I get this, then, how am I going to fit it in my bag? If I want something else, then this is going to fight for space with that. So you got to be real judicious about what you buy at the show. So, and it's expensive. So making an impulse purchase just on a pitch or is, not everyone is willing to do that. So,
but it has happened. I mean,
totally. Yes, it does happen.
Times where I give the pitch and I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell how they feel about this game. And then they go, okay, why don't you give me everything? And I'm just like, okay, sure.
Right.
They're so unreadable. And then all of a sudden they just drop all this money.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a couple people who bought everything, which is a lot of money. I was talking to there's guys who I've become friends with through our association with Covenant, and just going to PAX for these past 3 years. Tim at Chaotic Great, they do a game called Goodnack, and our first year when we were in the same kind of back row of the hall together, and we had our booth against the wall there, and he had his booth in that same row, but it was like a tiny little 10 by 10. And I think they were running their Kickstarter at the time, a little round table with the game. It was one demo table. And fast forward 3 years, they've got a 20 by 20 big lit up booth. They were the inspiration for me wanting to upgrade our booth, because he sent me a picture of their booth from PAX East last year. And I was like, wow, that looks really good. That looks way better than our booth. We really need to pick up our booth game.
Yeah.
But so their booth this year was just packed. They had tons of demos going. It was always busy. And I spent Saturday evening talking to their main sales guy about what he was doing with sales, how they were doing. He's apparently a very good and shameless salesman. Like he has no qualms about like upselling you on things and talking up the product and getting you to buy as much as possible. Whereas like I always feel like I'm talking people out of buying stuff. Like all you need, I was always like, all you need is the core game. You don't need any of this other stuff. But he was talking how they were constructing bundles. And how they were constructing bundles and kind of the economics behind it. And I was like, wow, that's really smart. We should have maybe done that.
Like a bundle at a discount kind of?
Yeah, a little bundle at a discount, like taking some of the products that have a better margin and bundling with them with the ones that have a worse margin, and then helping to make up some of the difference there. And especially since we're selling direct at the show, we have the ability, the capacity to discount and still do pretty well. So like I wish I had thought of that before the show. But next show,
bundles work.
We'll do some bundles.
There's like a meat market where I would go to get stuff for 4th of July, like burgers and brats, and there'll be like essentially the meat equivalent
meat
of
bundle?
like bundles being advertised. And I'm like, oh, $150? That looks pretty good for ribs and like all these cuts. And like, I'm not even a big meat eater, but it's something weird about bundles. It feels like
sometimes they'll do bundles where there's not even a discount. It's just like, it fools you into thinking there's a discount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like well, on our crowdfunding campaigns, we bundle stuff together into pledge levels. And there's no additional discount because of the bundle. They're just kind of done for convenience. But really, there's no reason why we couldn't do similar discounts at conventions. So,
hell yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about for next year for me, anyway.
At this point, there's like you could bundle things for people who already have the core game and they just want some essentials to enrich the core game experience or something.
Yeah, well, next year we'll have all of the Valley expansions out. So
yeah,
Valley expansion bundle.
Yeah. All right, is that the gist of it?
Yeah, that's the gist.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good time. PAX
Sounds
continues
great.
to be fun. It's great. We're gonna keep it going there. We're gonna maybe spend some money on advertising next year to see if we can get a 20 by 20 space. Grease those palms. The PAX crew.
Cool. I was going to ask, did you fly straight to Green Bay then?
Oh no. I flew home I got back late Saturday night and then just went to sleep and got up at the crack of dawn and drove to Green Bay.
Sweet.
Yeah. Similar to what happened last year. Like last year, Sam came in from Costa Rica the night before, and then we went out the next day. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
I forgot. You're from Wisconsin?
I am from Wisconsin. Yep.
Wow. So, are you? Who do you root for?
Packers.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the tickets that I got were from an Earthborne fan named Eric. I met him at the game last year.
Oh,
and
cool.
He has season tickets, and he contacted me at the beginning of the season. This is where I was like, "Oh," and he's like, these are the ones I'm not going to," and one of them was Packers Vikings. I was like, "Man, like,
oh, awesome!
I think I gotta take that one."
Yeah,
like that's a great opportunity. So yeah, tremendously thankful to him for selling me those tickets. It was super fun.
Packers won.
Packers demolished.
Wow,
it was great. Yeah, it was an absolute bloodbath in the best way.
I wouldn't expect any less.
I did. Like the Vikings are bad this year, so which to me always says
every year?
no, they're not. They were really good last year. Always says to me like, all right, the Packers should definitely win this game. So obviously they're going to lose that game.
Yeah.
So I went in. That's what I was kind of expecting. Like, oh, this is going to be tight or a loss, and but nope. They stunk up the joint, and the Packers capitalized. It was great.
You never know.
You do never know.
I had a brief soiree. What is that?
A
What
tryst?
does that mean? A tryst with like a parlay app, like a betting app a couple weeks ago.
Oh no!
At school, this 18-year-old guy was like telling me all about it, and I'm like, that sounds kind of fun. So I
Thanks,
signed up.
18-year-old.
I put $100 in the account, and the way it works is you bet on players rather than entire games. Yeah. So you just bet on whether they're gonna score more points or less points than their last game. Stuff
and
like that.
And you combine them with other.
Yeah, you have
players, right? You have to do more than one, right? You can't just like bet on one person to score a touchdown, right?
No, because I feel like you'd probably win more often.
Yes, it's like 3 parts, right?
You have to two. You have to get
only 2.
In this app, you had to have at least 2 players. But it started out I was winning quite frequently, but after a while, I realized that there's no guess. Like there's no way to know how a sporting event's going to go.
No.
Could go anyway. Because you'll look at the stats. Oh, shit. He's scored over 30 points for the past 10 games. This is a surefire thing. He scores 5 points that game.
It's a lock.
So I broke even. I was up $100.
Okay.
And then I broke even. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I didn't lose any money. Didn't win any money either.
That's called a victory, I think.
I think so.
You got out the right time. This is no judgment. No judgment on anyone that gambles or has gambling apps, but I'm just surprised and kind of appalled by the sheer amount of ads for gambling services.
Because you don't win.
Well, it just seemed to happen all of a sudden. Like in the last year, all of a sudden there's gambling ads.
Because I think
they made it legal everywhere, practically, almost every state. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's the explanation. Floodgates were released, and now I just hear about AI and gambling all day.
Yeah.
I even used AI to try to help me gamble.
That's an app idea right there.
No one's taken that idea, I'm sure.
And you get an AI bookie to beat you up if you don't pay up.
An AI thug to break your knuckles.
Yeah. You'll be doing good, and then just that one day, I lost every single one of them. I lost, and then you're down.
Yeah.
Don't do it, folks. It's not even fun. It just like consumes all my energy. I keep checking the scores and stuff. Like come on. Don't even know who these people are. Because even if I knew about the games, it doesn't matter. It's just it's a toss up.
It's only going to cloud your judgment. Like, it's
a roll of the dice. All right, folks, let's move on. We're gonna go to our next segment called Haley's Listener Questions. Or listen. So we have some questions from Haley. Is Haley a new questionnaire?
Oh no, Haley is the author of the climate scientist review of Earthborne Rangers, where she essentially went through all of our products and determined their sustainability based on her knowledge.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that like an official thing?
It's on Board Game Geek. It was very popular there for a couple months.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, a couple of years ago now at this point. Essentially right when it first came out, I believe. So she posted that. So like in 2023.
So we got some new questions.
Yes. So she had a question. She had a question that I was trying to answer during the previous episode when I gave my long lecture on our productions, the production history.
The map episode is what the fans are calling it.
Yes, the map episode. And I just didn't. I tried to answer it and I did a terrible job.
Okay.
And so we'll try it again.
Let's try it again. All right. Haley asks, how far along is development for the 4 Valley expansions? I assume things must be pretty far along, given that the Moments expansion includes moments for all of them.
It is very far along. So the second one, so Valley expansions are the 4 expansions where we started releasing last month with Spire and Bloom is the first one. Next one's going to be Shadow of the Storm. That one is done. And actually, this week is the week I'm going to be delivering those files to Delano, our printer. And so we're going to be going into production beginning of next year. So that one's very, very close. The next one, Into the Maw, is, I would say, 95% done. It's essentially in editing right now, and that's like essentially sitting with me. So that's when I do my whole review of the story, and if there's anything I want to change or alter, I'll go and I'll rewrite stuff and move stuff around. So I'm in the middle of doing that right now, but that's getting pretty close to being done. But all the design work is done. The art is still being worked on, though.
Yeah, I think about over half the art will be done in the next week or so. And mainly the remainder of the art is just on me. I've been doing other things, so.
Yeah, but we have time to get that done. I mean, that's, like essentially going to come out 5-6 months from now. And then the final one is currently, I think it's already out of playtesting. And I think Maxine is doing the writing for that right now. And we've kind of just started getting artwork for the final one, which is Sky and Smoke.
And I'm ready to get more artists on that one. Zhang's already knocking out of the park for that one. So
yeah, the first one came in, it was really cool looking. Yeah.
He's really excited about the pieces he's working on too. So
yeah, it's got a very like Red Rocks / Sedona vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of style of rock formation and that color palette. It's really pretty.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Haley's next question. The plot of Into the Maw is that someone dropped their Valley phone into a crack in the Terravore, and you have to go get it for them. Who dropped their phone?
I thought about not including this one, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to say that there are no phones. No phones in the Valley.
If there was,
Terravore already ate them all. That's its job. That's its purpose. It just moves slowly around the earth, eating every old cell phone that ever existed.
I think Ale did. I don't know why.
Ale dropped his phone.
Yeah.
What was he doing in there?
Well,
Moping.
I think maybe he lost it somewhere else, but it got carried by some like a flood or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying maybe he lost it and then went back, and then the Terravore was where his phone was.
Oh,
he was like,
we have to.
I left my phone here.
Yeah, I don't think it moves that quick. Maybe it does.
Depends on how long ago he was there.
Yeah.
Are there landlines?
No.
We just give up on phones.
Yep.
Huh. Why?
There's a party line. No.
To strengthen the connections of communities. So that your focus, it's like this is one of those things that's like it's very difficult for us to even comprehend. But this is what I imagine for these people is that there are things that they could do that they do not do because they know it is not in their best interest. Like we were talking about how technology goes too far. Maybe they've gone very far in some directions and then pulled back in others.
So that consciousness of what is good for us actually devours that other part of us that wants everything to be easy and fast and fun.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't happen
inside
today.
of us there are two wolfhuns
right
fighting.
Yeah, it's not today. This is very aspirational, but yeah, I think like the idea is like their focus is on their community. They do communicate with people of neighboring villages and stuff, but they do it the old-fashioned way with couriers, letters.
Well, we did all decide to stop smoking cigarettes, so it could happen.
Not all of us,
but
most of us.
You smoke cigs?
I don't. No.
Well, the ones that still want to look cool still smoke. So
yeah, cool people still do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, long time ago, it's almost like 30 years now. I did have like a very, 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 very brief period where I I think I essentially was a smoker.
Yeah.
And I did look very cool.
Me too.
But it felt gross. But I felt gross.
I used to just in college. Did you ever see me smoking in college, Evan?
No. A lot of kids smoked in college, though.
Yeah.
At our school.
I would smoke like one cigarette a day. It never like actually hooked me, I don't think. But I thought it was fun to like be able to go smoke with the smokers, you know.
Yeah.
But it made me feel
back
sick.
when you could still smoke in a bar, you know, like that was fun to go out for a drink and have a cigarette. You know?
I know.
Smoke in the smoking section at Perkins.
That's right. Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, how gross to eat in a cloud of cigarette smoke.
Well, I think there's something like, especially, you know, when I was in that moment of life, like in my very early 20s, where I'm like out of the house for the first time, like really out on my own for the first time, and like kind of forming my identity, like the cool like guy who's got like the cool novel and like the journal, sitting in the coffee shop, smoking a cigarette, writing down, being very thoughtful and cool. That's, you know, I was very into that for myself. Carry around my book of beat poetry.
We've all been there.
I love that.
This is how we grow.
Yeah.
I love the. I mean, I'm guilty of this too, but like the person with the book at the coffee shop, you know, and every time you look at them, they're looking around, not at the book though.
Yeah. Like, are you watching me read?
Someone's got to ask me about Gravity's Rainbow sooner or later.
Have you read Gravity's Rainbow, Evan?
No.
Why not?
I should. I suppose I should, but
I think you'd like it.
It looks very long.
It's long.
It is long.
Yeah.
I would actually recommend Against the Day instead of Gravity's Rainbow. It's like if you were going to read one Pynchon novel, I think that one I think captures his essence in all of its glory without being impossible to read.
Cool. I've been interested in trying out Vineland because that movie that came out is based on it.
It's fine. Vineland's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It wasn't my favorite. That one is pretty easy to read. I think before he published Against the Day, I would have said that was his most readable novel.
Against the Day.
Against the Day is great though. I love it.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. Much longer than Gravity's Rainbow though.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll ever get to it.
It's a monster.
I don't know if I'll ever read a book again, actually. I just don't. Whenever I try it, it's like, how does anyone have time for this?
All right, you gotta live in the valley. See, that's what happens in the valley. Yeah. You get time for that sort of thing.
That's right.
And maybe once my child is grown.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, and phones go extinct. Maybe my attention span will be reborn.
Heal.
Yeah, we'll heal.
Uh-huh.
All right. Some questions after the recent sustainability episode, the map episode. Mm-hmm. Take a mega popular FFG title of your choice. How often was a game like that printed? Are the printings on a regular or an as-needed basis? With a big publisher like FFG, how many different games are being tacked onto the same printing order?
All right, let me try to tackle some of this before we get too deep into the questions.
Okay.
So I think the answer to the question of like, you know, mega popular FFG title of your choice. Obviously,
that's my fish.
This is that's my fish. Maybe not as popular. Well, it got more popular. That one we printed a lot of times, in a lot of different forms. But they were so variable. Just keep in mind this is all super old information, so this is probably not at all how they operate at this moment in time. But when I was there, it was definitely we'd print things on a as needed basis, and the number of printings we'd do in a year for a given game would vary. But I would say not more than 2 printings. Like doing 2 printings of a game in 1 year is a lot. oftentimes we'd like do a printing and then that would sell out and we'd immediately reorder it and then get another printing going. And then if that one then proceeded to sell out, then we'd just do another one immediately after that. So like there could be as many as 3 in a year for one that was like super popular, but that was pretty rare. We generally just try to estimate that the front end, like a pretty big print run, 50,000 copies or 60,000 or however many we thought it was going to be. And then if it required a reprint, we'd often like skew high on the reprints. Sometimes to our detriment, we'd go too far because it's difficult to judge how many you need once you sell into retail because you don't really know how well it's actually selling. But you do know you have distributors asking for more because it has sold out from them. So sometimes that'll provide you like a false sense of success because now the distributor's like, oh, hey, that was really popular. We need more. And then you give them more and they're like, everyone has it already. And now we're just sitting on it and we're going to discount it. And, it's dead. So sometimes that can happen. But for the ones that were successful, I would say 2 to 3 times per year in the early going. But it's always as needed. Always as needed. But in the early going, sometimes a lot.
I bullet pointed those questions here. Okay.
So we're on to this one?
I guess.
Yeah.
So how many different games? I already read that.
Oh, okay. With a big publisher like FG, how many different games are being tacked onto the same printing order?
Yeah.
None. It is definitely, well, again, when I was there, it's not how it was done. It was definitely on like a game by game basis. But if you're doing enough business with one manufacturer and like you're using the same paper stock for everything, like all your card stock's the same across multiple game lines, all your boxes are made out of the same material, all that stuff. If you have productions constantly going, which is we did at FFG, then you ideally get some sort of break with the manufacturer because 1, you're keeping them busy, and 2, they're confident that they can buy all the material they need for like X number of months or however long they want to keep it around, and that you'll use it. So you'll get a discount that way. But the products themselves, at least, again, when I was there, were never technically bundled together, though we were always doing so many productions all the time. We would do waves of things. Like we'd do like a bunch of like chapter packs for like an LCG. Like those would all be printed at the same time. So things like that, or like waves of X-Wing ships or Legion miniatures, those would all go at once. So those would all be together. But I don't see those as being, they are technically different products, but they're all related to each other. So I don't know how you want to view that. But again, I never really felt like we got much of a deal by bundling them. Each budget was viewed separately. So
this is a add-on question, which I'm surprised I never really thought about. But waves of like X-Wing or Legion, that wasn't for the purposes of discounted printing or whatever. It was mainly just to provide players like a new body of expansion material to work with in one go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was the driving force. Yeah, absolutely. Just because those game lines really required it. Like, whenever we do just like one ship here or there, it just doesn't make as big of a splash. And people are always like, oh, I don't play that faction, so this is meaningless to me. Mm-hmm. So we always tried to, for those games, try to pace those releases so there's a lot happening all the time for everyone, regardless of what faction you play.
And then finally, she asked, do you think EBR will ever need to be printed at a similar frequency to meet the demand? And if so, do you expect these more regularly scheduled print runs would be local?
So, I mean, again, it's going to be as needed. So we have a need that I know will be coming up here in a couple months because we should be out or nearly out of all of our core games that are in stock currently. And I want to make sure that the core game is available. Because if you don't have a core game available, then that, kind of all your sales kind of dry up. Because there might be people who are coming new to the game and they want to get some expansions also, but they won't buy anything if the core game doesn't exist. And so if we're not growing our audience by having the core game available, then I don't think that's not very healthy for the game line. So we're going to keep doing it as needed. But as far as them being local printings, I think there's a chance for that, but we'd need a really high quantity to make that happen. And I think we need to be able to sell most of them direct to the consumer, because that's part of what made the local production possible for us through crowdfunding, is because that we were able to get most of that money ourselves. Whereas right now we're selling really through retail and mostly directly to retail. So we're mostly leaving out distribution, though in the EU and UK we are going through distribution. So the discounts there are pretty high. So we don't make nearly as much money per copy. So it's pretty fortuitous, I think, that this next printing will be at Panda, because the margins are way better. So even then, since we're essentially making half as much or less on a sale of a core game for these copies, being able to still make a decent amount of money on them is nice. But I think we'll just have to wait and see how things go. I'm not sure what we'll need after this print run. We'll find out. We'll keep rolling. We're going to do another crowdfunding campaign for Rangers. So, and I imagine the core game, unless it's widely available at that point, will be part of that crowdfunding campaign. So there's a chance that we might be able to print that locally again. But for now, the things we can print locally are things like the Valley expansions, which are far more affordable to do than something big like the core game. So I don't know if did I answer that question? Does that feel? Do you think Haley will feel satisfied with that answer?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Evan?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess the question is I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together.
Yes, we will.
Every time I answer a question, I end with a thought to myself, with that same thought. I'm like, was that helpful at all? I don't know.
What did I just say?
Yeah, what did I say?
Well, sometimes, you answer a question and when you really get down to it, it's well, what is the answer is I don't know. Maybe.
But that's not a good podcast
No,
answer.
it's not. It's not.
So we talk and talk. All right. Well, thanks for coming in clutch, Haley.
That's right. We have other questions. We'll wait till the bigger crew is here. We'll dive back into those.
Yes, that sounds great. But in the meantime, let's do a little quick stuff we're into and things we're excited about, and then we'll round out our 0.5 episode.
What are you into? What are you excited about, Anders?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for asking. Not a lot, because it was the holidays. It was the Thanksgiving holiday last week, and my sister came to town, and her boyfriend and a little dog and cat were here.
Okay.
So my daughter.
They brought their cat?
Yeah, they drove here from Oregon and brought a new puppy and a cat.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So it was fun for my daughter. But family time means pulling out the old family games.
Oh, nice.
So we did Jackbox games. Do you ever
Axis
do
and
those?
Allies.
Friendly family game of Axis and Allies, everyone's favorite.
That would have made them all so angry. A couple of
Jackbox
them,
is fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And even some of those are too complex for one of my sisters. She gets mad if there's too many, those types. It's I don't want to listen to instructions. Screw this game. I hate it. So there's a Jackbox game where you cut wires. You're kind of like a bomb diffusing crew. You kind of talk to each other. I thought that was kind of fun, but she's like, "This is stupid. This is boring." I'm like, "Come on, let's do this dorky
That's
game."
The spirit. That's the spirit.
I like the one where you draw T-shirt ideas and you.
Oh yeah, that one's fun.
That one's pretty funny. There's a lot of like just sitting there quietly drawing though, and then like I'd say 10% of the game is could be laughing, but if it doesn't quite click, it's just like that was kind of boring. But I think
could be laughing right now. Instead, we're bored.
But the most, I mean, that's what those types of games are all about, right? Like
yeah,
table talk and laughing and big boisterous wins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think Quiplash is probably the most crowd pleasing. Funny.
Explain that one again.
I mean, it's like a Mad Libs where you put in your answers and then people judge which one is funnier, kind of thing.
Right.
And then we played this game Spots, which I think I've maybe mentioned it before, but it's a tabletop game where you roll dice and you have these little cards that are different dogs, little cartoon dogs with spots on them, and you roll the dice and you try to, there's little spots where you got to put a 3 there and a 2 here, or 1 here. And the rules are great. It's a really well designed game. It's really easy to pick up. It's fast paced. It's cute, but it creates some really, really fun push your luck moments where like, okay, I could stop here, but if I just keep trying, I have all these extra tokens that allow me to get free rolls, so I'm going to go for it. And you like roll 6 times hoping to get this one thing, or you bust, and the tension builds and builds, and then you don't get it, and it's fun for all. And it's not like super high stakes when you don't get it. It's like just enough, where you want to push it. And I don't know, Spots is a really fun like family party game.
That sounds like Age of War that FFG made, just kind of like a Yahtzee style game.
Oh yeah,
it might just be Age of War reskinned.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Age of War is just like a samurai themed.
Yeah, but I think we're the ones who put that theme on it. It's just a Reiner game, so it could be anything.
But it's a fun. The mechanics are fun for. It's really welcoming to people who are uncomfortable with like heavier games, and they once it clicks, they're like, oh yeah.
This this might be a rethemed of it. You could probably go to Board Game Geek. I wonder if it says Spots re-implements Age of War.
Age of Spots.
So every turn you kind of choose a different style of rolling. Like I'm going to choose to roll 8 dice, and then I choose all of the. Well, yeah, go ahead.
That mechanic might be different, but I think if I were to go out on a limb, the similarities are you're trying to capture cards, like collect them by matching all of the spots.
Yep.
Yeah, with Age of War, you do essentially the same thing, but you always have the same dice pool. And there's the push your luck mechanic is every time you roll and you can't match a row, you lose a die. So your chances drop each time you roll to try to complete a row.
That's not in there, but this sounds fun. I'm gonna try that game out.
Yeah, seems like they swapped. It is not the same game. It is not the same game.
Okay. Did you just search? Are these?
I did. I looked it up on Board Game Geek. Yeah,
and they said they're different.
Designed by Alex Haig, John Perry, and Justin Vickers.
Yeah, John Perry did UFO 50 too. So that's
really
my old favorite game of last year.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I think that's all I really played, and I played Mexican train dominoes.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's pretty fun.
Love that format of dominoes.
Yeah, it was cool. All right, I hear crying baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I hear screaming child.
Don't be sorry.
No, I was hoping that it was being filtered out. She must have heard me mention Age of War. She hates that game.
On the flight back from Philadelphia, I was getting situated in my spot, and there was like a lady who was like, I was on the aisle. There was a lady by the window, older woman, and I was just kind of getting situated. I kind of like moved up a little bit or something, like trying to just kind of sit. And she leans over to me and she's like, "Are you going to ask to change seats?" And I'm like, "No." And then I was just like, "Why?" And she like looks over her shoulder. She's like,
"Oh my God."
And then I suddenly I realized there's like a screaming child behind us.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I said to her, I was like, I didn't even notice. Like, I'm a father. I don't care. Like, I just don't. It just doesn't I can filter it just in one ear, out the other. Like
It's
it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
The sounds
So
of life.
I encouraged her, like, if you'd like to move, she's like, do you think they'd mind? I'm like, no, there's tons of seats. Just go.
Oh yeah.
Go live life.
I used to get frustrated with my friends who had kids before me because I would be trying to tell them a story and they would be getting distracted by their kids, and I'd be like, gosh.
Now you're annoyed at the
now
people
I know.
who are trying to talk to you when your kids are around.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Trying to have a normal conversation with me? like
every time we see each other, Anders, it's like I don't feel like we have a real comfortable conversation. Oh, I'm sorry, she keeps crying.
That's okay. I didn't even hear it.
That's right.
We don't care. It's beautiful. I hope she's
okay. You want me to go next so that okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. Should I talk about what I'm into?
Yeah. What are you into? Tell me.
I want to put a cap on my last few where I was still working on Death Stranding 2 and 100%ing it. And I just wanted to say, just for everyone who was worried whether or not I'd done that or not, I did.
You did? Oh, wow.
Eventually, 100%.
Was it worth it?
No. It was not.
No.
It did get, so it's my first platinum trophy. So like I was pleased that there was a slightly different chime when you get a platinum trophy versus a different trophy. So that was, that was cool.
And you can, and it's a game you love, and you can sleep knowing that you've seen it all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, except the last thing I did was like the last little guy, the people that I connected to the network, I got them, to 5 stars. I got the trophy, and then they're like, yeah, and you can come back to us to do like these extreme challenges, and there's all these cool things you can do. And I was like, I'm done with this game forever. So I immediately turned it off and uninstalled it.
Good
it was
for
done.
you.
Yeah,
good.
It felt good. But a couple things that I have been into. I've been listening to so there's been a couple new Lamb of God singles that have been released here in this last month, and I think they're really great. There's only been 2. I don't know if they're doing a full album or not. I don't think they've announced anything. But I think their last album came out in like 2022. I was not super high on. It felt like just kind of a throwaway thing. That I don't know. It's like they had a bunch of songs that they were sitting on during the pandemic and got together and recorded them, but they were just, I felt like they were kind of missing some juice. These though, however, feel like they really, like, I don't know, there's a lot of juice, a lot of creative energy and passion in them. And the first, and I think when a song is good when you hear it for the first time and you're like, I don't know about that. Like, that was interesting. Like, it wasn't what I was expecting. So like it didn't land in my ears in a comfortable way because I wasn't expecting to hear what I heard. And then I think the good songs like that, they just stick with you and you're like, I want to listen to that one again. And then before you know it, you're like, this song is incredible. And that's how I feel about their single Sepsis, which I think people probably might, if you go and listen to it, you might be like, Andrew's out of his mind. This is unlistenable. But I think it's really great. And they released a follow-up to that as well called Parasocial Christ, which is a pretty awesome song title. Great metal song title. That's also really good. So I'm really hopeful that if they are planning on releasing a full album with these songs on it, that it's going to be great. Cool. And then also Megadeth has released a couple new singles, which obviously they were like one of my favorite bands of all time, and I've been trying to listen to those, but I just don't like them as much. Like they just feel old. Like Dave Mustaine is an old man now.
Yeah,
and his voice is kind of shot. And
yeah, he's a high screamer, right?
No, more of like kind of like a growler kind of guy.
Really?
He used to be able to get up, but and didn't he? He sings melodically in his own fashion. But their last album, I remember talking about on the podcast, and I kind of liked it at the time. And then I went back and actually kind of ranked it in all of the Megadeth albums. It's like practically at the bottom. Is not stood the test of time for me. I don't think it's very good at all. But there's new Megadeth coming. I think the most exciting thing for me on there is they're covering Metallica's "Ride the Lightning," which is one of the songs that Dave Mustaine wrote the lick for. So I'm mostly excited to hear them play a Metallica song. If that tells you the state of the state of Megadeth for me. So that's for all of you two metalheads out there who listen to this podcast. And the last thing is very exciting is this. I also played some games over this Thanksgiving break, and I started playing Legacy of the Ancestors with my son, Sam. And we were through the first 3 days of that campaign, and that was really fun. That was great. I've been meaning to. I've not played the final product of that, so I've just been meaning to do it for months and months and months, and just haven't carved out the time to do it. So it was really fun to finally get it to the table, and then let him make decisions, and then see where they go. And that's been great. And then giving him the book to read, and then seeing like how many big and challenging words there are actually in our campaign guide, especially for like a high school student who doesn't read anymore. Oh yeah, I mean, if like kids don't read anymore, so it's like or read very little, so they're not really presented with the same words that we were at that age. Just don't have that depth of knowledge, or the need or the need or the desire to learn new vocabulary. So that was really interesting. It was also really interesting because we have this this beginning section of that campaign guide where if you didn't play the previous campaign, you do like this little questionnaire that kind of brings you through the main plot points of the first campaign to make some decisions for you. It gives you some reward cards and stuff. And that's the route we took. So I was like reading the story so far section, and there are moments where you get to choose essentially what happened, but in the moment before, it's like someone is telling you the story of what happened, and you have the opportunity to correct them and tell them, no, this is actually what happened. But Sam's first instinct was to treat it as a reading comprehension exam.
Oh,
so in the thing where they're saying, "Oh, this is what happened," he's like, "Well, all right. Well, what did they say happened? Okay, that's the answer." So that was funny. I was like, "No, you get to decide what happens."
That's cool.
So anyway, I mean, that's been a lot of fun. So that's the stuff that I have been into.
That's good stuff. All right, Evan.
All right,
close us out.
Yeah, I am sorry about my poor kid is having a lot of trouble today. So I'll make it quick. A good friend and I like to play these beat 'em up games together, like Streets of Rage and stuff, and a company that makes kind of like pixel art games, Dotemu.
Oh yeah.
Dotemu. I don't know how to pronounce it. They made Streets of Rage 4, which is really great, a really great game, and Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, I think. Anyways, we're going to play Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which just came out like a couple days ago. And it's just like it's the beat 'em up game, but there's some cool mechanics to it where you can every time you choose a level, you choose two characters, and it's almost like a Marvel versus Capcom where you can swap in your partner and stuff, cool. And you can do team attacks and things. So that's all. And I'll leave it at that because you gotta go. She's gonna I don't know, come up to the door again soon.
I love the idea of your crying child, and you just like have to tell us about Marvel game.
It's not like she's alone.
I think that's all I'll say about the Marvel game I want to play.
Yeah, I know. I am. My mind is split between the two. And
I understand. I understand.
Cool. Perfect ending to our 0.5 episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. It's been fun talking to you two guys.
You as well.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye now.